If you have knee pain, you know how frustrating it can be to find help online. There's a list of 1,000 videos and you have no idea which ones to start, and you don't want to spend 20 hours watching YouTube videos. Or maybe you've even tried a few and they haven't helped you. That can be really frustrating. Well, there's good news for you, and you need to keep watching this video. My name is Rob Drenning. I'm a physical therapist. Today I'm going to help you sort through that information so you can be a more educated consumer and know where to go, know what videos are going to help you the most. And it starts by understanding two basic things. One is why your knee still hurts. And two is why exercises help our knee pain. If you know those two things, then it's a lot easier for you to understand what's going to work and what's not going to work. And then at the end, I'm going to share with you 3 basic phases that you can put yourself into so that you can know which general category of exercises may or may not be helpful. And that'll be a lot easier for you to tell which videos to watch and not waste your time with others. So when we're talking about pain in the knee, we need to understand a couple things. One, it doesn't matter the specific structure involved. It could be pain from osteoarthritis, from a meniscus tear, from patellofemoral pain, from any number of other things. It doesn't matter specifically. What matters is that joint or something in that joint is sensitive to being loaded. And when that structure is loaded, when the knee joint is loaded beyond what it's ready to tolerate, it becomes painful. It really is that simple. So exercises that are going to help our knees are going to be loading the joint just enough to create a positive change in that joint. Now let's look at muscles as a quick example because it makes more sense to us there. If we have a bodybuilder doing arm curls with a soup can, that's too easy. That's not going to be enough stimulus for that person's muscle to grow and create change. On the other hand, if you have someone built like me trying to squat 1,000 pounds, I'm going to tear every muscle in my leg. That's going to be too much load. I'm going to have pain and injuries, and I'm not going to be able to get stronger. I'm not going to have the right stimulus for positive change. So the same thing happens in our knee joints with the exercises that we're doing. We need just the right amount of load that's going to challenge the knee joint and load it enough that it's going to stimulate a positive change. That's how exercises help your knee joint. They don't strengthen your quad muscle a lot of times. They decrease pain in your knee by loading the joint just enough, just below the threshold of pain, that if we do that over and over and over and over again, that joint becomes less sensitive and gets better at tolerating load. And with knee pain, there's a huge continuum of how that pain presents. On one hand, you have really painful, irritable people who your knee throbs at rest, or walking hurts, or getting out of a chair hurts. And then on the other hand, you have people that they're fine during the day, but their knee hurts after they run 5 miles. And then anyone in between along that continuum. So if you watch a video online and a person says, hey, these exercises are great for knee pain. Well, that's great if those exercises fit for right on the spot in that continuum where you happen to be. If they don't, they're not going to help you. Or maybe you try some things, they help a little bit, your joint gets better at tolerating load, but guess what? Now they're too easy. If you don't progress those exercises, they're not going to continue to create further change and help your knee adapt farther and get better at tolerating load. So your knee still hurts because the goal of the exercise is often wrong. It's not to strengthen the quad, it's to gradually load the knee joint. And oftentimes, the amount of load that you see in certain exercises is either too hard or too easy, and it doesn't get tailored to you. And the reason the exercises are helpful is because I sound like a broken record. We've just talked about this, but it loads the joint, not the muscle. If you know those two things, you can better fit yourself into a general category of where you want to be as you're watching these videos. Now, 3 basic phases exist, so keep these in mind. One is the real highly irritable knees. Everything hurts. These are the people a lot with knee osteoarthritis. You've tried a lot of exercises. Everything you try hurts your knee. In that case, there are exercises you can do that will decrease your knee pain that don't actually load your knee or work your knee at all. We went over those in another video. I'll put the link in the description, but if that sounds like you, then that's where you need to start. If you do those, you're getting a little better, you're kind of in the medium frame, then you want to start to load the knee joint a little bit more. We do that non-weight bearing with a lot of just light exercises. If your knee's tolerating that okay, you feel like it's helping, or if it's not helping, not hurting, then you move up to the next phase, which is more weight bearing exercises, more load in the joint. We'll do videos covering each of those phases as well, but you can put yourself in one of those general categories. If you're pretty high level and you see people doing really low level things that are laying down, you know those aren't going to help you. Don't even waste your time. On the other hand, if you're really irritable and you see people doing a bunch of plyometrics and jump squats, don't do those. That'll be common sense, but you need to find the sweet spot. So think about those 3 phases as we check out these other videos for knee pain. Try to place yourself in one of those and find the ones that are going to work the best for you.